time! What is going on, guys? Tom Tails here, and boy does it feel good to do that intro again. Alright guys, today as you can see, I was diving around in the internet just checking out some businesses, some restaurants, and I stumbled upon this one website that blew my mind. And so I want to share with you. I want to basically react to the craziest customer versus owner interactions I've ever seen on the internet. So let's do it together because I know you guys will definitely enjoy these insane comments and interactions. So here we have La Deja Vu Cafe. It's a restaurant, and checking out, you have a 4.7 star review on Google, 196 reviews. Looks very nice, very good reviews. 4.7 stars is very good. And clicking on it, you know, we just got the 5 stars, nice reviews. You know, stopped here randomly and loved it. Owner is very cool and friendly, this and that. And then the response from the owner: thank you, Michaela, it was a pleasure meeting you and your family, best regards. So we got a lot of good reviews, but that's not what we're here for because the good reviews don't make the content. Alright, let's start with the first 1-star review from a month ago. Here we have Just So Now. I went there with my 2 teenage kids and we were holding bags with us. I stepped inside and looked for a place to keep the bags and settle so that I could order. The lady at the counter told me I need to order before we can sit, which would have been fine if we were not holding these heavy bags. Anyway, then we stood in line and waited while the lady at the counter kept talking to someone before us for quite some time. One of the customers saw us with all our bags and offered us her chair to sit with, which was very kind. I put my bag on her chair and continued waiting. Finally, my son suggested we can go somewhere else, and we left without anything. I think whoever was at the counter needs to learn courtesy towards people who walk in there. She was downright rude. Never had an experience like this. Response from the owner: I clearly remember you and your behavior walking into my home and place. You were marching straight for the back of the room without any greetings or any regards of people in your way with luggage or bags, just pushing people out the way. I do not tolerate rude behavior towards my customers at all. When you enter a place, you say hello or howdy, then you make eye contact and inquire about your needs. You did neither. Pushing my dear customers and were expecting me to drop what I was doing and tend to you. Let me teach you a lesson. You are not entitled to walk into my place demanding anything. You wait your place in line and I do not care 2 cents how many bags you have. Courtesy and patience are very important to me and my customers, and you clearly are lacking both. Courtesy and patience, I am not your servant. Very best regards, Bianca. Alright, let's get to the next 1-star review a week ago. Isabella Childress. My partner and I came in. I have a skin disorder currently being treated by a new medication. I was having an allergic reaction to the new med and due to loss of vision desperately needed to flush out my eyes. At the front door it said non-customers could not use the restroom and that offenders would be charged $5. What kind of offenders are they? Better not be, some crazy offenses. Desperate for relief, we decided to enter and go directly to the staff to pay for me using the restroom so they would know we weren't trying to deceive them. Upon entering, we were stopped by what I assume is the owner. In front of all of the customers, she said I could not use the restroom and started raising her voice. We began to explain that it was emergency and that I was having an allergic reaction to a new medication and needed to flush my eyes. But she wouldn't let us speak. She kept saying the restroom was only for customers. I brought out the medication to show her we were telling the truth and really were willing to pay the $5 fee. And she insisted only customers could use the restroom, that I was not allowed. So then my partner offered to help step in line to buy a coffee so that I could use the restroom, and the owner began to yell, telling us to leave her shop. At this point, I'm in tears, trying to explain that we would do whatever we needed to do to have access to cold water. And she started waving her hands and yelling more, making her way to in front of us. I left in shock. By the way, we were treated and headed down the block in desperate search for any open business. Luckily, a church graciously let us in, and I was able to gain my vision back. I think Jesus saved her, not the church, not the water. Jesus. I was able to gain my vision back, so after seeing the church. But this business owner is incredibly hateful, disrespectful, aggressive, and seems to be homophobic. This is wild. I've never been treated so awfully by a business, and I'm disheartened to see a business in as a progressive of a place as St. Pete Central Station Street, famous for being the gayborhood, showing absolutely hatred, discrimination, and intolerance. Now we all know what we want to see. Response from the owner. A week ago. Thank you. I was waiting for this. Let me tell you something. You are the biggest liar I have engaged with all my 5 years in DTSP, which is downtown St. Pete, the location. You never ever approached me in any way. You and your partner were heading straight to my bathroom despite me informing you that there was a customer in the bathroom. You did not care the least bit. I had to stop my work and the entire work process, the existing line, and everybody had to witness your rude and complete out of control demeanor. Literally, you were trying to push your way into your bathroom occupied. My customer was afraid to open the door with all the noise and yelling you were producing. Your partner nor you have tried to explain anything. By the time I came out of the kitchen, you were already halfway in the bathroom. Let me tell you something. Your complete review is a pile of shh, and you two princesses know it. I tell you what would be a good thing for you to have is a muzzle for your mouth and a straight jacket. You are absolutely out of control. I do not have to serve or have my customers subjected to your rude and complete out of control behavior. I have many gay customers and never met anyone as hostile as you are. You have no right to enter my place nor my bathroom. I do not have to cater to your needs. You are absolutely the worst I have ever encountered in my 5 years in this location. Whew, it's a war going on in the Google reviews here. Let's check out the next one. Local guide 4 years ago, 1 star. Worst in St. Pete. Abusive, are not passionate and don't care. Shocking. Messed up the order. Seems cheap till you find out you paid $5 for a tasteless block of egg. I asked the guy what the meal comes with and got it absolutely wrong. The meal that was supposed to be egg, cheese, and a croissant turned out to be a solid block of something yellow and tasteless. The billing is a joke also. Tried to pay, couldn't. Ended up standing for 15 minutes trying to work out the bill, and they messed up the order so bad I didn't even know. Then they didn't know. Kept my change. Oh, so they kept the change. Toilet was locked and one of my friends they wouldn't unlock it for him. Here's the funny thing. I expressed my disappointment and received a very hostile response. Very. So here's a picture. Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. So from the looks of it, here we have a croissant, some butter, that's with the thing over here, and I guess that's the tasteless yellow block of, looks like eggs. So, alright, now let's see, let's go back and see what the owner has to say. Oh, it pushed me out, let's go back. Now where is it? Here we go. So, response from the owner. What a grand tale teller you are. Nothing better to do than spread a tall tale. You must be a very unhappy person. I feel for you. Thank God our locals know better and would never believe the pile of you are stating here, LOL. Forgot to mention, you most likely have never eaten an organic egg. Fast food establishments do not use organic. Just something to consider, Jamie. Your plate had not one crumb left. Funny you would state it was tasteless. So I guess the customer did eat the pile of, what was it? The pile of tasteless block of egg. Well, let's check out the next one. From MP. One a year ago. Told the owner that I have a gluten allergy when ordering my latte. She made the iced latte and stuck a dry pasta noodle in it as a straw. Not only did the noodle melt and I had to throw away the entire drink due to the gluten from the noodle, but the drink was also bland. The coffee is not worth the money. The place was also extremely cluttered. I suggest finding any other place for coffee. Response from the owner. MP, what a little liar you are. It is a shame that people like you are allowed to leave public feedback. First, I did not insert straw to drink. Straw is attached to top and it is your choice to use or not. Second, I do not recall talking to anybody today simply because we were too busy to even talk to a single customer. Third, your feedback is fabricated for whatever reason, and truly I do not give 2 cents about you as a customer. Customers are king only if they act like one. Customers are king only if they act like one. You do not fit this category. You are not a king. Stay away from our establishment. You have no sense to even remotely be able to enjoy our place. Ignorance rules. Your best and truly all yours. LOL. Alright. Let's get into another one from Troy Bailey. 6 months ago, 1 star. They do not serve Turkish coffee despite it being part of the description. Rude staff, terrible service, and racist to boot. Only go here if you don't see the C from the health department. Troy, now would you please use your reading skills before you give a 1 star? Clearly the Turkish coffee was the first owner. You are a real big honk to not have figured this out, and to leave a 1 star is just showing and proofreading me that I'm so very happy to not serve Turkish coffee. Guess what? I would not want customers like your kind in my beautiful bistro. Again, bistro, not coffee shop. Straight fire, heat being thrown in every direction from the owner. Here we have D. Smith a year ago. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I've never been to an establishment where the owner/employee was so rude to children. I was purchasing a coffee and a poor mother brought her toddler in and the owner/employee screamed at her for using the restroom. I understand it's their stance, but the toddler was about to wet herself. The mother said thank you for the kindness, and the employee continued to berate her. I will never return to such an establishment that endorses such hate. Response from the owner a year ago as well. This review is a complete fake and made up by this person, D. Smith, which I'm thinking is a poor mother mentioned in this story. The person never even ordered anything, nor did she purchase a cup of coffee. The person mentioned entered our store hiding behind 2 customers, which were my friends. It was also the end of the day and there were no customers, and there were no other customers left. The mother mentioned came in the store, did not greet nor ask for the bathroom. She just entered our bathroom disregarding several signs of posting, do not use bathroom unless you are a customer. After she left the biggest mess in the bathroom, I asked her if she did not see the signs. She then gave a rude answer and left the store. We are all astounded by the rudeness of this poor mother and we're feeling sorry for the poor child. D. Smith, your actions have consequences. Since your review is a complete made-up story and called distortion of my business. And another thing, we do not care for customers like your kind. In other words, we do not want customers like your kind. We keep our coffee shop clean and neat for our customers. You clearly do not know how to be clean, neat, and kind. You even made up a fake profile. I truly feel sorry for this child. It's getting hot. Here we have Juvenile Marvelous, a 1 star review from a year ago. What a shame. Such a nice little place, and the lady Bianca that took care of us had such an uninviting attitude. Got asked to leave because we only ordered coffee. Response from the owner. Juvenile, you need to stay with the facts here. 5 people on one of my biggest tables and 1 coffee, $5 value for all 5 people. Bathroom use from you and you did not clean after yourself. I had to take care of that. By the way, no pleasure. All trash you left behind you and you refused to place an order. So let's get this straight. 5 people with one coffee value $5 and I'm supposed to be understanding? Sorry, but every business owner would ask you to leave. You are not supporting a business. You were trying to take advantage of my business, and I do not support behavior like this at all. Seek other places to leave your trash and try to sit around on purchasing one coffee with your whole tribe. You are certainly not welcome here at La Deja Vu, no matter how many negative reviews you write. Entitlement does not work in my home. I live off paying customers. Please do not come back. And before I forget to mention, you forgot as well that I left my store to go after your tribe because you forgot flowers on my table. Guess you forgot and you did not even say thank you. Shows what type of person you are. Very best regards, Bianca. Christy Natalie. Another 1-star review from 3 years ago. Was rushed out the door because I wanted to use the bathroom before purchasing my coffee. Said I needed to use the public restrooms and didn't listen to me when I tried to say something back. I understand people go in just to use the bathrooms, and you guys get annoyed by that, but no reason to be rude. I was going to enjoy coffee and food, but really had to use the bathroom first. Thanks for nothing. First and last time I'll ever try to visit. Coffee shops usually feel homey and welcoming, and I felt like a victim here. FYI, I was alone. Stood by the counter and there were customers in front of me. Had to go to the bathroom really bad. And tried to walk toward the restroom. The lady at the register stopped her order to come get me from walking to the restroom. Then walked away when I tried to reply about how I would buy a drink after I used the restroom since I couldn't hold it. I take medication every morning and makes my bowels randomly react. And when I need to go, I need to go. The owner's response to this review is completely invalid and gives everyone that gives them a bad rating a BS story response. She's calling out the response from the owner on all the previous on the previous reviews. So sad. I didn't know I needed to tell my whole business on a review, but guess I do. Response from the owner 3 years ago as well. Christy, please stay with the truth in this matter. You and your friends were in my coffee shop for over 30 minutes working your way to the best table with view and made no efforts to place an order. After I found time, finally, I went to your table to take order. Usually customers come to counter to place order, but since none of your members in the group intended to place an order, I was trying to take an order. Your answer was, no thank you. I am good. Well, Christy, I do not have to pay rent and Christy, I do have to pay rent, and while you and your friends were cooling off, I have lost approximately 6 to 8 customers due to you occupying a table and not ordering anything. Not fair and not tolerant. By the way, you have all used my bathroom already since you have been hanging out for 30 minutes. Nice try. This is the truth, not your version, my friend Christy. Let's check out Mona Kelly, 2 years ago. Cute little blondie. Please wear a mask. I understand you won't wear one, and there are several people from the Princess Martha that feel uncomfortable going there without you wearing your mask. Giving me a 1-star for not wearing a mask has absolutely nothing to do with my performance as a chef and pastry chef. I do not appreciate your actions, and for the record, I do not impose on you to do something that is unhealthy for you. We have been doing catering since the pandemic. I call it common code. With no incidents whatsoever, and again, your action is not welcome and will not be tolerated by us. Please seek other places until you feel better, but do not slander me and my business. Alright, let's check out Richard McDonald, a year ago, 1 star. This woman was completely disrespectful, very rude. Do not ever go here. Response from the owner, the legendary woman who owns the shop. There's absolutely nothing you were able to accomplish with your false review that was most likely instigated by competition. My friends and customers know me very well and know that this is a complete pile of you know what. Seeing you and Jeff Earl just create your account with Google in order to harm my business and ruin my high rating supports my thoughts that you are competition, which I truly do not have. I feel sorry for you. And the rest, just 3 stars, 4 stars, until we get all the way to the 5 stars. But that's it with this segment of the craziest customer versus owner interactions I've ever read. The place does have really good reviews, 4.7, but there will always be those customers. And if you are one of those customers, this owner is like the Batman of negative reviews. She will seek you out and throw all the fire towards you. But that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomatales, toodaloo.